Ladies and gentlemen, let us talk about the nature of connection and the profound impact one person can have on another. Not just any connection, but the deep, energetic, soulful bond that transcends the physical. It's a connection that is imprinted in the heart, in the mind, in the very core of a person's being. When you are in someone's life truly, deeply present, it's like you are seeding something in them. You become a part of their consciousness, not just as a thought or memory, but as an energy that influences their very vibration. Every word you spoke, every touch you gave, every glance you shared, it became part of their emotional and energetic makeup. But what happens when you are no longer there? You might think that it's just a matter of moving on, that time heals all wounds. But healing isn't just about time passing. Healing is about understanding how deeply one person can affect another. And when you leave, it's not just your physical presence that is lost. It's the vibration of everything you were together. It's the energy you created that no one else can replicate. The truth is, men and anyone will never fully find peace after losing you because they are left with the echo of your presence. That's how powerful your connection was. The mind may try to move on, the body may try to forget, but deep inside, in the quiet corners of their consciousness, they will always remember the energy you brought. It will be etched in their memory as a truth they cannot unlearn. Peace, you see, doesn't come from simply letting go. Peace comes when the soul recognizes that something irreplaceable has been lost. The body might find comfort, but the heart will always carry the imprint of your essence. And so men, those who truly felt this bond, will find themselves chasing an elusive calm, but that calm will always be in the distance. The energy of your connection will linger in their thoughts, in their dreams, in their deepest places. They may try to find peace through others, but no one can ever quite match what you gave them. Your essence, your truth, has already become a part of them. It's an imprint in their consciousness that they carry with them forever. And that is the price of love, the price of deep, meaningful connection. It's not something that fades, it's something that evolves and shifts into the very fibers of who they are. The key to remember is that you are not just a passing experience, you are not just a memory that fades into the background. You are a lasting, indelible presence that has shifted someone's perception of the world. Once you've shared yourself authentically with someone, once you've allowed them to see you, truly see you, you've created a space within them that no one else can fill. And though they may search for peace, they will never find it in the same way again. Because the peace they seek was found in you. You were the harmony to their chaos. You were the answer to a question they didn't even know they were asking. And now that you are gone, the search will continue, because peace for them was never just about the world outside. It was about the connection that resided within your shared energy. So let them search. Let them try to fill the void, but understand this: you were never just a chapter in their life. You were the essence that shaped their being. And in this, they will never truly find peace again, not because they don't deserve it, but because peace, once found in you, is a peace that stays within them forever and always. Connection is the invisible thread that ties us to others, to the world around us, and even to ourselves. It's not always something we can see, but it's something we feel deeply. When we connect with another person, whether it's through words, shared experiences, or simply being in each other's presence, something shifts in our energy. The way we understand, communicate, and engage with the world transforms. Connection brings a sense of belonging, a feeling that we are not isolated in our thoughts and emotions. It's the realization that there's someone else who resonates with our essence, who understands our deepest truths, or at the very least is willing to listen and share in our journey. But connection doesn't always have to be with another person. It can also be a connection to the universe, to nature, or to a deeper part of ourselves. When we're truly connected to ourselves, we become more attuned to our thoughts, our emotions, and our purpose. It's a deep awareness that allows us to navigate the world with clarity and intention. In these moments of connection, we feel alive, purposeful, and aligned with who we are meant to be. When we connect with someone, the exchange is never just surface level. It's an energetic exchange that goes beyond the physical. We may not be able to explain it, but we know when someone is present with us on a deeper level. Their energy meets ours, and we begin to share a part of ourselves that we might not show to anyone else. This is what makes connection so powerful. It creates bonds that transcend words actions, or even time. These connections leave imprints on our hearts and minds, changing us in ways we don't always recognize immediately, but that stay with us forever. Connection shapes who we are and how we experience life. It's not just an interaction, it's a fundamental part of the human experience, one that gives us meaning and purpose. Energy is the invisible force that flows through everything in the universe, connecting us all in ways we often don't see or understand. It's the current that flows between two people in the spaces we inhabit and even within ourselves. The energy we radiate and absorb shapes the way we experience the world, our interactions, and our own state of being. Each thought, emotion, and action sends out ripples that affect not only our personal well-being, but also the world around us. We are not just physical beings moving through space. We are energetic beings, constantly exchanging and influencing the atmosphere, the people we encounter, and the spaces we occupy. When you connect with someone on a deep level, that energy is shared between you. It becomes an exchange that transcends words, actions, or even physical proximity. The energy you give and receive is stored within the very essence of both individuals, whether consciously or subconsciously. This shared energy becomes part of your life's narrative, a thread woven into the fabric of your existence. It's something that can't be quantified, yet it is felt. It is the unspoken bond that sustains a relationship, the invisible thread that pulls two people together or drives them apart. What often happens, though, is that we forget the immense power of this energy exchange. We underestimate how much our interactions leave a lasting impact. When someone enters your life, they bring with them their own unique energy, a blend of past experiences, emotions, and intentions. And when they leave, they take part of that energy with them, leaving behind an imprint. Sometimes that imprint stays with us, lingering in the space they once occupied in our lives. It's the energy of that person that remains with us, quietly influencing our thoughts, emotions, and choices long after the connection has ended. Essence is the core of who we are, the part of us that remains constant and unchanging despite the external circumstances of our lives. It is the part of us that carries the truth of our being, untouched by time or the transient events we experience. This essence is what makes each person unique, a combination of thoughts, emotions, desires, and dreams that cannot be replicated. It's the energy that radiates from within and is felt by others, even when we don't speak a word. It's the silent language of the soul, and it's something that can be sensed by those who are truly present with us. When someone encounters our essence, they encounter the raw, authentic part of who we are, the part that doesn't conform, doesn't hide, and doesn't change to fit into societal expectations. It is our most vulnerable yet most powerful state. When you connect with another person, you share pieces of your essence with them. This exchange is what forms bonds, deep, meaningful connections that are felt on an energetic level. It's through these exchanges that we begin to understand and empathize with others, to see them not just for who they are in the physical realm, but for who they are at their core. And when that connection is lost, when that essence is no longer shared, something inside us shifts. There is an emptiness, a subtle but undeniable void, because part of our essence has been left behind in that person, in that moment, in that shared experience. Essence is not bound by time. It doesn't fade with distance or even with the passing of years. Once you've shared a piece of your essence with someone, it remains with them, just as theirs remains with you. It's an unbreakable link, a deep imprint on the soul that can't be erased. Even when everything else fades, the essence endures, lingering in the heart and in the memory, shaping how we move through the world long after the connection has ended. Imprint is the subtle yet powerful mark that is left behind when two energies collide, when two lives intersect. It's more than just a memory, it's a lasting effect on the very fabric of who we are. Every interaction we have, every experience we endure leaves a trace, an imprint that shapes our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. These imprints can be deep and profound, or they can be fleeting depending on the intensity of the connection and the nature of the exchange. But no encounter is truly without consequence. Even the smallest interaction can leave behind a piece of us or a piece of someone else embedded in our psyche. When we meet someone who resonates with us on a deep level, that person leaves an imprint that transcends time and space. It's as though they've carved a place in our hearts, not through their actions or words, but through their energy, their essence, their presence. This imprint is felt long after they've left our lives. It can be a memory that reappears in our thoughts unexpectedly, or a feeling that rises up when we least expect it. The imprint is not just a part of the past. It lives within us, influencing our decisions, our relationships, and even our sense of self. In some cases, the imprint may be a source of strength, a reminder of who we are or who we've become because of that connection. In others, it may be a source of pain, a longing for something that no longer exists. But no matter what, the imprint remains. It's a silent, invisible thread that binds us to the past, linking us to people, moments, and energies that we cannot forget. These imprints are not easily erased. They are part of the story of who we've been and who we are becoming. They shape our identity, our journey, and the way we navigate the world. Vibration is the frequency at which we operate, the subtle energy that surrounds us and influences our interactions with the world. Every living being, every object, and even the spaces we inhabit are in constant motion, radiating energy that creates a unique vibration. This vibration is felt even if not always consciously recognized. It's what draws people to each other, what causes friction or harmony, and what shapes the atmosphere of any given moment. Our vibration is shaped by our thoughts, our emotions, and the state of our being. When we are at peace, our vibration is calm and centered. When we are in turmoil, our vibration becomes erratic and unstable. The vibration we carry is magnetic. It attracts like energies, drawing people and experiences that resonate at a similar frequency. If you find yourself repeatedly encountering certain patterns in life, it's likely because your vibration is in alignment with them. This is why connection is so powerful. When two people meet, their vibrations come into contact, and they either harmonize or create dissonance. When the vibrations align, there is a sense of peace, an effortless flow that makes the connection feel natural, almost destined. It's when those vibrations clash that we feel discomfort, resistance, or tension. But vibration goes beyond just human interaction. It extends into everything we experience. The places we go, the activities we engage in, and even the things we consume all affect our vibration. A peaceful walk in nature, for example, can elevate our vibration, while negative environments or toxic relationships can lower it. We are constantly attuned to the vibrations of everything around us, and our ability to consciously raise our own vibration can drastically alter the course of our lives. When someone leaves our life, their vibration doesn't disappear, it lingers, resonating in the spaces they once occupied. If the connection was powerful enough, the imprint of their vibration stays with us, subtly affecting our own. And for those who've shared a deep bond with us, their energy remains, a constant echo of the harmony or dissonance they brought into our lives. Peace is not a destination, but a state of being, an inner balance that transcends external circumstances. It is the harmony within oneself that comes from being in alignment with one's true nature, free from the turmoil of internal conflict. It's a state where the mind, the body, and the soul are in agreement, where every part of you is synchronized and moving in the same direction. Peace is not the absence of problems or challenges, but the ability to remain centered and calm regardless of what is happening around us. When we are at peace, we are in tune with the present moment. We don't allow external events or other people's actions to disturb our sense of calm. Instead, we respond to situations from a place of grounded clarity, understanding that we can control our reactions, but not everything that happens to us. This inner peace doesn't come from avoiding conflict or running away from discomfort. It comes from embracing life fully and accepting it as it is. True peace is found when we stop fighting against what is and instead learn to flow with it. However, peace is a fragile thing. It can be disturbed by external influences, especially when we allow other people's energy or actions to affect us. When we allow ourselves to be pulled out of balance by another person's behavior or presence, we disrupt the peace we've worked so hard to cultivate. This is why relationships, particularly close ones, can be so powerful, because they have the ability to either nurture or disrupt our peace. When someone enters our life, their energy, their presence, their vibration, all become a part of our experience. If they are in harmony with us, they can enhance our peace. But if there is discord, it can create turbulence within us, causing us to lose our balance and feel unsettled. So when someone leaves our life, whether by choice or circumstance, it's not just their physical absence we feel, it's the loss of the peace they brought into our space, the stillness they provided that helped us feel whole. The search for peace after losing such a connection becomes a journey of rediscovery, of finding balance once again within ourselves. Healing is not a linear process, nor is it something that happens quickly. It is a deep and often transformative journey that requires patience, understanding, and a willingness to embrace vulnerability. When we experience loss, pain, or trauma, healing begins as a quiet process within, sometimes barely noticeable at first. It's an inner shift, a movement from one state of being to another. Healing doesn't mean forgetting or erasing the past. It means integrating the experience, understanding the lessons it offers, and allowing ourselves to grow through it. In many ways, healing is about reclaiming our power. It's about acknowledging the hurt without letting it define who we are. It's the process of returning to ourselves after we've been altered by life's experiences. As we heal, we become more attuned to who we truly are, and we begin to shed the layers of pain, fear, and resistance that have accumulated over time. But healing requires more than just time. It requires conscious effort, self-compassion, and the willingness to face the emotions and memories we may want to avoid. Healing involves both the mind and the body, as they are deeply interconnected. The mind holds the memories and the emotional responses, while the body carries the energy of those emotions. When we don't address the emotional pain we carry, it manifests physically, often in ways we don't understand. True healing involves the release of these stored emotions, whether through introspection, self-care, or seeking support from others. It's about finding peace within our bodies and minds, even as we acknowledge the pain that shaped us. While the process of healing may sometimes feel overwhelming, it's also incredibly liberating. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. It's a reminder that we are resilient and capable of transformation. Healing doesn't happen overnight, but each moment of growth brings us closer to reclaiming the peace that lies within. As we heal, we begin to rediscover our wholeness, our strength, and our ability to move forward with grace and understanding. Transformation is an ongoing process, a continual unfolding of who we are meant to become. It is the act of shedding old layers, breaking free from past patterns, and embracing new ways of being. Transformation is not an event. It's a journey, often one that occurs quietly beneath the surface. Over time, the beauty of transformation lies in its ability to reshape us from the inside out. It's about evolving beyond the person we were and stepping into a version of ourselves that is more aligned with our true nature. To transform is to face discomfort. Change is rarely easy or without resistance. It requires us to confront our fears, our insecurities, and the parts of ourselves that we have long avoided. Transformation is not about perfection, but about growth and expansion. It's about realizing that the person we were yesterday does not define who we are today. We are constantly evolving, and every experience we encounter, every challenge we face, is a chance to grow and step into a higher version of ourselves. At the heart of transformation is the willingness to let go. We must let go of the beliefs, behaviors, and attachments that no longer serve us. This can be one of the most difficult aspects of transformation because it asks us to relinquish control over things that we've held onto for comfort or security. But when we let go, we create space for something new to emerge. We allow ourselves to be molded by life's experiences, by the lessons we've learned, and by the possibilities that lie ahead. True transformation is often invisible to others at first. It's subtle. It happens internally in the shifts of thought and energy that occur as we grow. It's the quiet realization that we are no longer the person we once were. Transformation doesn't happen on a set timeline. It's not about rushing the process or reaching an endpoint. It's about being present in the changes as they happen, embracing the uncertainty, and trusting that the journey itself is where the true growth occurs. Memory is more than just a collection of past events. It is a living, breathing part of our consciousness. It is the way we shape our present reality, often without even realizing it. Memories hold the power to influence our emotions, our decisions, and the way we perceive the world. Each memory is like a thread woven into the fabric of our being, forming the tapestry of who we are. The people, the places, the moments we've experienced are imprinted upon us in ways that continue to echo throughout our lives. Some memories bring joy, warmth, and nostalgia. They are the moments we return to in our minds, revisiting them as a source of comfort and happiness. These are the memories that remind us of love, connection, and peace, and they often serve as anchors in times of difficulty. But not all memories are light. Some are heavy, carrying pain, regret, or sorrow. These memories have a way of lingering, resurfacing when we least expect them, pulling us back into a time and place we might wish to forget, Yet even these memories are part of who we are. They are the lessons, the experiences, and the growth that we carry with us. What's fascinating about memory is that it is not fixed. It is malleable, constantly shifting based on our current state of mind, emotions, and perspectives. The way we remember an event today may be different from how we remembered it years ago. As we evolve, so too do our memories, transforming from simple recollections to deeper understandings. Sometimes our memories of a person or an experience may be distorted by our own emotions, making them seem better or worse than they actually were. The power of memory lies not just in its ability to shape our perception of the past, but in its ability to influence our future. Our memories shape how we approach new relationships, situations, and challenges. They are a guide, a reflection of where we've been and how we've grown. But memories are also fleeting, constantly fading and shifting, leaving us with only traces of what once was. Soul is the essence of who we are, the deepest part of us that exists beyond the mind, the body, or the personality. It is our true self, untainted by the layers of experiences, beliefs, and conditioning that we acquire over time. The soul is eternal, unchanging, and timeless. It carries within it the wisdom of all our past experiences, the knowledge of who we truly are, and the potential for who we are yet to become. The soul does not rely on external validation or approval. It knows its worth without the need for recognition or external affirmation. It is a force of deep knowing, guiding us toward truth, purpose, and connection. We often become disconnected from our soul as we go through life. The distractions, challenges, and pressures of the world pull us away from our true essence, causing us to identify more with our external circumstances than with the deepest part of who we are. Yet the soul always remains, quietly waiting to be acknowledged. It speaks to us in moments of stillness, through intuition, dreams, and a deep inner knowing that sometimes defies logic. The more we connect with our soul, the clearer our purpose becomes. We begin to move through the world with a sense of alignment, feeling that we are on the right path, even when things feel uncertain or challenging. The soul is also the source of our deepest connections with others. When we meet someone whose energy resonates with ours on a soul level, it's as if we recognize each other from a place that goes beyond time and space. These connections feel effortless, as if we've known each other for a lifetime. It's not the mind or the body that creates these deep bonds, but the soul. The soul recognizes the truth in another, and in that recognition, a profound connection is formed. Living from the soul means moving beyond fear and ego. It means embracing vulnerability, trusting in the wisdom that comes from within, and surrendering to the flow of life with grace and acceptance.